Hey, Roots. All right, while I'm waiting for some people to pop up, I'm gonna grab something. Hopefully I have one. I will put that one in there. Yes, I'm so thankful I have this. Okay, cool. All right. No. Oh, never mind. All right, guys. So, hey, Amanda. Good morning. Okay, so I am about to go to my sister's shop. My sister is a hairstylist and she owns her own salon. So I actually just put together a fall bag party. Now I do want to just start off by saying that this is like super over the top. I don't normally put all of this in here for a normal bag party, but this is just an idea of what you can do. And I will even, before I show you guys, I will even tell you guys what I don't normally include that is included in this bag. And that's just because this is kind of a party that I'm having for my sister, and I put a ton of extra stuff that I had on hand because number one, she's my sister. Number two, I want her clients and I want the employees that she has to use the products and then hopefully order. Okay, so turn this around real quick. This freaking cat, y'all, he is wild. Hold on, let me get my stand. Oh, this would be perfect actually. Okay, all right, so this is my bag party. I got this actual bag. These are two of my favorites, that's why I'm putting them in here. Okay, so this is what my bag party looks like. Like I said, there is a ton of stuff in here, okay? I got this bag. I like clear bags because when you or your host is carrying it around, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, what's in that bag, okay? So it just gets people like talking and interested to see like, hey, what do you have in the bag? So I do suggest clear bags, but you can use whatever bag you already have on hand, okay? I got these probably 2, maybe even 3 years ago from TJ Maxx. I got 2 of these. That's like an open style bag. I do have these. I have gone through plenty of bags. I do have these. These are called Stadium bags, and I got these off Amazon. If I remember correctly, I think they're still linked in my bio under my Amazon shop, which is my Amazon shop link is actually pinned at the top of this group in the new consulting welcome post, okay? So if you want to shop there or at least look to see, I believe these bags are in there, but these bags are literally, 4 years old at least. But when I was a brand new consultant, guys, the way I built my business was through bag parties. I had 8 or 10 bag parties a month, and I would just drop them off to people before work, on my lunch break, after work, on the weekends, and I would fill it with stuff, and I would literally coach them. When I would see my host, I'd be like, hey, this is what you do with this bag. Use the bar of waxes. I want you to use the actual products in here. The testers are in here. Since it's hot outside, make sure you tell your host that do not leave your bag in their car because the testers will melt, okay? So make sure you tell your host that. But a bag party is great for someone who works in an office setting or is around people a lot, okay? Teachers, nurses, any type of medical staff, anyone who like works in an insurance building, realtor offices. Realtor bundles are a thing, okay? You can start with a bag party and then give them ideas of like what kind of bundles you can put together. Literally any type of office setting is great for a bag party like this, okay? So what I have in here, let me start with the staples of a bag party. The staples are going to be your testers, which is this bag right here, okay? Now, if you only have one set of testers, and you have multiple parties, you do not have to put every tester in a bag party, okay? Split it up. and when I was a branding consultant, I didn't have the money to buy all these extra business supplies. So I think I had 2 sets of testers, one that came in my kit, one that I got extra. And then for me to get the 8 to 10 bag party goals was I split those up, and I would just go through the entire set of testers and kind of categorize them. Like, okay, this is in the bakery family. I'm going to put 1 in this bag, 1 in this bag. This is from the floral family. This is from the clean family. This is from the like spicy fall family. You get the hint, okay? Woodsy family, and split them up. So they're not going to have, you don't have to have every scent for a bag party. That's perfectly fine, okay? So testers and then catalogs. Those are the main things that you need for a bag party, okay? And order forms. Okay, there is, you can print order forms off of your, we have them here. I'll have to, man, it's been a while since I've shared an order form, or since I've printed them too. But if you just recently got your kit, you got order forms in your kit, okay? But catalogs. And then the main thing with the catalogs is make sure you pull it out before you just give the bag to your host and let them run with it. Because I promise you, 9 times out of 10, if you do not hostess coach your host, they're literally, this is what they're going to do. They're going to take the bag from you. They're going to be like, okay, girl, can't wait. I'm going to get so many orders. And then they're going to go into their break room and set it on the table and not tell anybody about it. And just expect that everybody's going to know, oh, there's a bag on the table. Let me look through it, okay? For me, and maybe for you too, even though the break room table in most places are like a free-for-all, people aren't going to know what this is unless they've seen a Scentsy party before, a bag party before, okay? Most people, if it was me and I saw this bag sitting on a table, I'd be like, oh, that belongs to someone. I'm not going to mess with it. Now, but if they came to me and they were like, hey, I'm having a Scentsy party, there is samples, there's full-size products you guys can try, there's catalogs, testers, so you can get a feel for what fragrance you like for your home. Definitely check it out. It's in the break room. The last day to order is on this day. There's order forms in the bag, okay? Make sure you coach your people, okay? That is the biggest thing. So, order forms, catalogs, testers. Those are the only things you need in a bag party for it to be successful, and then you need a hostess coach, okay? But extras. Let's talk about extras. Okay, so if you have an extra warmer laying around, I would put an order in here, okay? I'd put an order. I would put a warmer in here. And I did have a warmer. This is an older warmer that I just no longer have because I have a ton of warmers that I took out of this bag. I'm not putting a warmer in here because my sister already has multiple in her shop. So there's no point in me putting one in here. But what I am going to put in here, and granted I do not, please listen, I do not do this for everybody. I only do it for the people I literally know and have a relationship, my sister. But I have an extra deluxe diffuser that I am going to give my sister for her shop, and I'm going to give her some oils that I have on hand because Scentsy wax and warmers isn't for everybody. Some people want more of a natural, is what they're going to tell you, even though our products are completely safe. They're going to want more of a natural, like hippie product, okay, aka an oil. So I am going to put a diffuser in here with her. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to have some oils, probably get 2 different oils, and let them try that too. But since my sister has warmers already, I do have multiple bars of wax. Granted, I don't normally put this many bars of wax. Normally I only put a max of 2 in there. But these are just extra bars I had from the current collection. 2 of these are actually from my personal collection that I ordered last year, so they're a year old from last fall, but they came back, and these 2 are my favorite. So what I suggest with wax bars, if you have any that are extra, or not extra, but if you have any that are personally yours, don't be afraid to give someone a bar of wax. I know you paid for it, but a lot of us get our products free and half off from rewards, but giving them a bar of wax to actually warm on their own is going to give you a higher chance of getting product orders in return, okay? So I have multiple bars of wax for them to try because it's fall. And then I had scent circles on hand. Again, I normally only put 1 in here, but I know my sister has 7 people in her shop, so I just got 1 for each girl, and I'm going to be like, hey, hang this in your car. That way if they love it, they can come back, and if they love Luna, then they can order anything in the Luna scent, okay? I also have, this is a wax sample from last month's Whiff Box, so I put that in there for them to try. I put a ton of samples, so put a ton of samples. I have, and honestly, I just did samples that I have on hand. I don't have a ton of samples that I have made. I have not bulk sampled for the catalog season. That'll be a training another day. But I have laundry samples in here. My sister does laundry. They wash all their towels and whatever that thing is that they put over you when they cut your hair. So I have tons of that, enough for them to do laundry using these products, and then also, I should give her a whole set, but I'm going to have to order her some. But also some that they can take home and do their own laundry with. I also have some dish soap samples that I made a long, Kate, thank you. I also have dish soap samples that I made a long time ago. They have a little sink in there that they wash like some dishes with, so I'm going to let them do that. And then I have some room spray samples, no, Scentsy Fresh samples, sorry, that I made a long time ago, and they still smell good. Now, the other thing, I want you to be intentional with your bag parties, okay? So, what I did, my sister allows dogs in her shops for her employees, so there's always a dog in her shop, okay? So, I made sure to include pet shampoo packets, and I also put in a Freshen Up pup from my, this is my personal use right here, okay? So I had an extra one of these on hand, so I was like, oh, that'd be so smart if I put it in her shop and was like, hey, spray your dog down, and that way if they love it, then they can buy it at home, right? So I put this in there. Make sure anything that you put in your bag parties are labeled with your information, because what could definitely happen is that someone sees this and they use it, but they're not there, or my sister's not there, or maybe they just don't ask, but they see it sitting on the countertop and they're like, ooh, that's smart, like a deodorizer for your dog. And then what they're gonna see is, oh, Scentsy, it's Scentsy. I'm gonna go home and Google it. And then guess what? You just lost out on a sale because you don't have your contact information on the product. Okay? So definitely make labels to put on your products. That is a yes. My website is right there. They can go and order this, okay? Same thing, I put a bathroom cleaner in there so they can clean their bathroom. This is my favorite scent, labeled, so when it's sitting in the bathroom, if a client or an employee is sitting there and they need to use it for whatever reason, they can figure out where to get it from. I had an extra pack of these. I have so many of these, so I was like, okay, my sister will definitely use these because she changes out her wax all the time. And then I just had some more samples, and I had a sponge laying around so they can use this with the dish soap. So that is what I have in this bag. Like I said, this is a lot, not normally what I put in here. I normally do add samples, and I normally do add at least one full-size product so they can try it, okay? Now I will say I do not put a full bottle like this one or this one in a bag party. I normally do like a half bottle. Like this is something that I have used multiple times. This is from the summer collection. So it's like half full. I normally never put a full bottle in a bag party, okay? Only half, or even like down to here, just so it's literally just so they can try it. Because what might happen if you put a full bottle of whatever into a bag party, there's a chance that someone's going to take it, okay? There is a very high chance that someone's going to take it. So definitely just keep that in mind when you put stuff into your bag parties. You do need to be very specific on what they can and cannot use, okay? I tell them, hey, if you don't want them to use your wax, then you need to tell them that. But if you do want them to use your wax, you also need to tell them that, okay? I can't tell you how many times I've put wax bars in a bag party, and it's either one or the other. They either come back completely empty, or they come back completely full. And I'm like, girl, you should have used this wax. She's like, oh, I didn't know I could use it. And I'm like, well, that's my fault for not telling you. But literally, I put the bars in there so you guys can warm them and get the full experience, okay? So definitely just keep that in mind. What was I going to say? I was going to put a Scentsy Fresh in there, but they don't have carpet in there at all, and so I don't want anybody to slip and fall. That's literally where my brain goes, okay? So wish me luck on this. I was going to put a wall fan in here. This would be a great opportunity to put a wall fan, but this is like really dirty. I don't think I have an extra one. This is like really, really dirty. So I don't want someone to open it and be like, ew, gross. I mean, they probably won't, but. So, this is my bag party. Oh, lastly, which I haven't even looked at this. This is from the summer. I made this over the summer. Okay, so I made this, and this is still available. I uploaded this to our group. This is basically, this does not take the place of Hostess Coaching, okay? It does not take the place of Hostess Coaching, but this is kind of like a reminder, and it's also for the customers or people looking through the bag. Okay, so the front of it literally just says, welcome to the party, sniff, share, take me everywhere, take me to work. The more you share, the more these testers do their work. The more orders you get, the more you get for free. This bag contains samples and products. Please use them to get the full Scentsy experience. Flip over the page for the good stuff, 50% off and freebies. And then at the bottom it says, to order online and have your order shipped directly to you, please scan the QR code with your phone camera. Then in the upper left corner, select your host name and make sure he or she gets the credit for your order, okay? So then I have a QR code, goes directly to my website. All of my party orders, this might help you. Yes, I do have a template for this. I have shared it. I will have to find it and reshare it because it's been over a year since I've shared it. But, what was I going to say? Oh, okay, so this might be a good tip for you guys. Obviously, you can name your party whatever you want. But for me, what has worked for me is I used to name parties like Falling into Scentsy with Sarah or whatever. Now, I literally just put their name, their full name, first and last as the party name. That way it's not confusing for anybody that's going to my website to order from a specific party. They literally click their host name and order through it, okay? So I don't know if that is a tip that might help someone, but it works for me. So, and then on the back, so this is the reward tiers, okay? And then over here I have a picture of the air purifier and it says get me 50% off. And make sure if you make this for yourself, make sure under here it literally, you need to say products 85 and over require 2 half-off price items, and products 190 and over requires 3 half-off price items to save 50%, okay? And that's because that is super important, because if you forget that, what's going to happen is someone's going to be like, ooh, I have a half off. I want to get the air purifier half off. And you're going to be like, nah, girl, you can't. I'm sorry. And she's going to be like, well, you didn't tell me that, okay? So just definitely keep that in mind. The bottom of this says, please gather complete customer info, name, address, number, email, so I can follow up with them after the party. I send everyone who orders with me goodie bags, and I can only do this if I have their contact info. Shipping will be, this needs to be updated. This needs to be updated. This is before the shipping changes, so I'll have to update it, and then I'll share the new template, okay? But, I am going to be gone all day today. I have acupuncture today. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if I've actually shared my journey with you guys, so I'm going to just share a little tidbits of it. Vince and I have been trying to have a baby for almost 2 years, and 2 Fridays ago, well, almost 2 weeks ago, I was told that I was being referred to an infertility clinic. So I have actually started acupuncture, and I go once a week, and it's almost 2 hours away. It's a very far drive, but it's fine, whatever. But I have my acupuncture appointment today. Acupuncture is supposed to, It's not guaranteed to help you get pregnant, but there has been some studies to show that it does help increase your chance of fertility. So that's what I'm doing today. So I will be gone all day today, and then I actually leave tomorrow morning to go out of town for the entire weekend. So please be patient with this. I will try to edit it as soon as I can, but it'll probably be next week, okay? Thanks, Beth. But I will definitely share the template with you guys. But I do have to edit the shipping information on the back. While I'm actually talking about this, let's chat about the shipping changes, because I know it's probably confusing, but it was confusing for me at first. When you log into, I'm still going to put this in here and just be like, tell my sister, hey, this isn't correct, but hey, let me drink my coffee. Okay, so I made this a while back. I'm going to add this in here. This literally just says my top favorite 6-pack, so I'm going to add that in there. Okay, but what I was saying, these shipping tier changes, okay? So, now, in order to get free shipping, let me explain it to you guys. In order to get free shipping, your host has to send you a minimum of $350 in orders, okay? That could be from one person, that could be from 3, 4, 5, 8 people, however many. But you have to put $350 in orders through your end of the workstation into that party to get free shipping, okay? If you do not reach $350 in orders that you're putting in through your workstation through her party, then there is a $10 flat fee for shipping, okay? That $10 is going to be split between anybody that you put in on your end. Does that make sense? So, for example, if your host has only online orders, okay, only PWS orders through her party, there is still going to be a $10 flat fee for shipping for her stuff or his. For their stuff to be shipped directly to their house is going to be $10, okay? But let's say that they pick out their rewards and then they message you and say, hey, my mom wants to order. I'm going to send you her order versus her ordering online. She sends me her mom's order. It's $50, okay? You put her mom's order in. Now that $10 flat fee, because it hasn't reached $350, that $10 flat fee is going to be split between the host and now her mom. Okay, so $5 each. If she texts you and says, hey, my mom, my sister, my grandma, and my brother-in-law wants to order, this is what they want, and it reaches $150, and there's 5 of them that she just added in, that $10 is going to be split between 5 people. Does that make sense? So if you have 10 people that you are inputting orders on your end into the workstation through her party, shipping will be $1 because 10 divided by 10 is 1, right? Okay, does that make sense? Can y'all comment and tell me if that makes sense? I only see one person up here, but still. Because it was a little bit confusing the way that it's worded in the party. So when you open up a party order, Scentsy has it at the very top, like a notice saying, hey, shipping has changed. Does that make sense to you guys? Totally makes sense. Okay, cool. So, good to know. Okay, so go out and do a bag party, and what I would love for you guys to do, if you create your own bag party, please either go live with us here in this group and share what's in your bag party, okay? Please don't compare what's in your bag party to someone else's bag party, okay? Y'all, I've literally had a bag party where I literally only had testers, catalogs, and order forms, okay? So do not be ashamed of what your bag party looks like. I promise you they all work, and at the end of the day, the main thing are the testers. People want to smell the fragrances, okay? So either go live and share what's in your bag party, or if you don't feel comfortable going live, I totally get it, but I will say going live does increase your confidence in yourself and as a business owner, and I promise you it will change your business by you doing things that make you uncomfortable, okay? But if you don't feel comfortable yet, share a photo with us in this group so we can see what your bag party looks like, okay? But go out and do some bag parties. Fall is the best time to do bag parties. So I actually am trying to do more bag parties. I'm trying to get back into it. So this is my first attempt. This thing is heavy, by the way. So, all right. Love you guys. Have a great day, okay?